Can retired voters appeal government denials? Imagine receiving a letter from the government stating that your right to vote has been denied. This situation can be alarming, especially for retired voters who depend on their voices in the political arena. The good news is that retirees have options to appeal such government denials, and understanding these options is essential. First, due process is a fundamental principle that protects individuals from arbitrary government actions. If a retired voter faces a denial related to voting, such as the cancellation of their registration, they have the right to appeal. This means that before any decision is finalized, the government must provide fair procedures, including notice and an opportunity to be heard. Retired voters can request a formal review or appeal through administrative channels or courts to ensure their rights are upheld. Next, judicial review plays a significant role in protecting voting rights. Courts can examine government actions that impact these rights. For instance, if a state implements laws that cancel voter registrations or restrict voting access, affected individuals, including retirees, can challenge these laws in court. They can do this individually or by joining advocacy organizations that focus on protecting voting rights for seniors. Retired voters also have the option to take private legal action. They can file lawsuits to enforce their voting rights under federal laws, such as the Voting Rights Act, or under constitutional provisions like the First and 14th Amendments. Courts recognize the right of individuals to bring such actions, allowing retirees to contest government denials beyond administrative appeals. It is important to note that the specific appeal process can vary based on state and local laws. Some states may require written confirmation of changes in residence or responses to notices before removing a voter from registration rolls. Retired voters should stay informed about deadlines and requirements to respond to any government communications regarding their voting status. For practical steps, retirees should keep their voter registration information up to date and respond promptly to any notices they receive. If they find themselves denied the right to vote or facing registration cancellation, seeking assistance from voter protection groups or legal aid organizations specializing in election law can be beneficial. Appeals may involve filing complaints with state election boards, attending administrative hearings, or pursuing federal court actions, depending on the nature of the denial. While governments have the authority to maintain accurate voter rolls and enforce eligibility rules, they must do so without violating constitutional protections. Laws or policies that are unclear or impose undue burdens on voting rights may be challenged in court. For retirees, protecting voting rights is vital. They often rely on stable access to the ballot to influence policies that affect health care, pensions, and social services. Understanding and exercising the right to appeal government denials ensures that retirees can maintain their voice in the political process. Retired voters can appeal government denials related to voting through administrative procedures and judicial review, supported by due process protections. Staying informed about voting laws and seeking timely legal or advocacy support are key to safeguarding these rights.